Really?
I didn't recognize it. For some reason, I heard there was one section in there where I heard the Pocahontas "Colors of the Wind" song,
good
and I
Lord.
couldn't get off of it. I don't know.
Well, I mean, I had to slow it down, obviously, but that's Huey Lewis and the News, man.
What song?
Strong and it's maybe cool sometime. It might just say,
Power of Love.
dude, come on.
I can't hear it.
I know, I you know. If I prepared these things, I might be able to play them.
Yeah,
But
if you Boy Scouted it.
yeah, but.
Yeah. Love that song. Just couldn't.
It's one of the greatest songs ever
Just
written.
couldn't hear it.
One of the greatest songs ever written.
Agreed. Hey everybody, welcome back to Great Measures. My name is Richard. This is Judson.
Great Measures now.
Got a band for you called Haken. Haken.
Haken.
Haken like bacon.
Haken like bacon.
The song is called Cockroach King.
Okay.
And I'm calling my shot and shout out to everybody that requested this one and liked this post. This is going to be one of your probably top 3 favorites that we've ever done.
Whatever.
Calling the shot.
Whatever. Probably.
And I want you to be honest and tell me that I'm wrong if I am wrong, okay? But I just have a good feeling about this one.
Haken.
Yep.
Well, I don't like the
Cockroach
name.
King.
I don't like the name so far. Cockroach is king?
No, just Cockroach King.
Cockroach King. Okay.
Let's do it. All right, this is Cockroach King by Haken. Ready to roll?
I'm gonna hate it.
No, you're not.
Proceed, Richard. I don't hate it so far.
Tantalized by the cockroach and its promise, I fantasized
It's Gwen.
about soaring with golden wings, hypnotized by the
And I love
cockroach
puppets.
and its
I know.
promise. I was compromised by a treasure that was fit for fools.
What is going on?
I was gazing at the mirage. I yearned to be an apostle of the self-made man. Hopelessly, I bathed in my ignorance, desperately, choking on the roach of irony. My fickle fortune beckoned, a treasure fit for fools.
Did he say fecal fortune?
I think fickle.
Thought he was saying poop fortune.
It may be.
Maybe he's saying poop fortune.
I blindly wandered down a golden path in pursuit of a misbegotten dream. The great Gatsby whispered in my ear, the road from rags to riches leads nowhere.
sound like?
snares its prey. I fear and loathe the cockroach. The mirrors melt away. The Cockroach King sits on his throne with the Midas touch and a heart of stone. An empire built on guile and greed. I believe you down for those who heed.
What's going on? So he's playing that on guitar?
I'm not sure.
Okay. That's a cool guitar. There's nothing better than Muppets.
Built by a treasure that was fit for those lost in this labyrinth in search of the truth. With the promises of this is trapped in your kingdom built on greed and guile, only to find the insects have multiplied. The Cockroach King of guile and greed. With a broken crown he's left to bleed. An empire falling to its knees. A bleeding ground for those who to be a
Yeah, you gotta wrap it up
of the cockroach. I was hopelessly
the vocal part.
choking on the roach of fallacy. Thankfully, when the mirage finally melted, the impurity of the cockroach was revealed to me.
Huh.
So, Haken is an English progressive metal band formed in 2007 by multi-instrumentalist Richard Henshaw, guitarist Matthew Marshall, and vocalist Ross Jennings. So they're English. They are from
Shout out to the Kingdom.
London, England. I mean, that's the gist of them.
Yeah, that's really interesting music. I didn't see that one coming at all. And
Came out in 2013.
And they're Muppets,
That's
which
why,
just makes it so much
that's why I
cooler.
felt like you would like this one.
But just musically, it's very operatic. You know, they go through different movements of the song. You know, the song is long, huh? So,
Yeah. A little over 8 minutes.
and of course, there's a Rush influence in there.
This one was from an album called The Mountain, and according to the keyboardist Diego Tejeda, the band, quote, didn't set any boundaries for how we wanted the album to sound. He added that The Mountain, name of the album, was tangibly influenced by 70s music. At the same time, we threw in some prog unrelated influences like ambient, soul, jazz, 80s synth pop, minimalism, or even these glitch hop drums because it's there. On because it's there. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
A little bit of everything.
yeah, that's cool. It rocks for sure, but it was never cheesy to me. Now, I guess you could say it's sort of objectively cheesy in some senses because they do the whole
Yeah, sure.
you know, and then they whatever with the and then there's even a boing, 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 boing
Yeah.
in there at one point. But I like the fact that you don't know at some point if the guitar's playing the riff or if the keyboard player's playing the riff or if they're doing it together, which they obviously are at times. But when you don't know what because it looked like the guitar, when I went to the live shot, it looked like the guitar player was pulling off something I thought the keyboard player may have been doing. But again, maybe they were doing it together. So this is just progressive metal.
Yeah, that's probably what I would call it.
I really like the singer's voice. I like how the styling. I like how the method by which they sang. I mean, it's so cool to start a song off a cappella like that, and then you have to wrap it up to bookend it with a cappella stuff. Is really cool to me.
Yeah.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I love it. I didn't really know, I had the same, again, never heard this, never listened to this band, never listened to this song before the community post. But when I listened to it, and I'm going into it with the name Cockroach King, and I've got all these expectations, but no expectations also at the same time. Like, this is not going to be what I think it is. And I didn't watch the video first. I just listened to it as an audio file. And when they break out into the acapella stuff, I was like, okay, well, this is cool. It's not something I would normally listen to, but I dig it. And as the song grows and goes into more of the progressive and breaks out some of the heavier stuff, I enjoyed it.
And everything was right on time. When the heavy stuff came, you were ready for it.
It was when you needed it.
Yeah, and I was thinking while we were listening to it that it wasn't even something that I was expecting because we usually do heavy music. It just seemed like the way the song was going, that's what was needed.
Yeah.
It needed to be heavy.
Right.
So it
I don't know what else they could have done there that would have sounded
yeah, it
as
had
good
to
as
be
what they
jammed, it
did.
had to be harder.
Yeah.
And the musicians are so good, but they were all really thoughtful with the guitar solo was really thoughtful and he was playing a lot of notes at one time, but then he wasn't, and it just none of it seemed contrived to me, which is good. And there's humor in there. Obviously, the lyrics are really cool.
The reason I wanted to show you the video especially is because of your affinity for the Muppets and How much you?
Because they're the greatest ever. But the cockroach part of it is just, just talking about the world. We're all insects and trying to get past that really, and there's some Greek mythology thrown in there with the labyrinth and King Midas, and that's really cool. I mean, I love that stuff. And the golden wings. I don't know. There's a scarab beetle, a golden scarab beetle in Egyptian lore. I don't know if that has anything to do with anything, but there's a lot there. I'd have to go back to really get an in-depth understanding of it. You got to go back and listen to it again, and they do. It's sort of a world they're creating within the song. And you got to stick with them. You have to stick with it. You have to have I don't want to say patience, but you have to have the bandwidth, maybe the intellectual bandwidth to go with them all the way. Yeah. But they don't make that difficult either by, like Beyond Creation or somebody where it's just so much, or even Polyphia for that matter. It just seems sometimes it's hard because they put their little. They break it apart and they play these little cartoony sounds that I love. If those sounds are, I guess there's a when I was growing up, the cartoons that we were watching were Bugs Bunny. Yeah. And the Looney Tunes stuff, which have these orchestral arrangements behind even their movements. They run and you hear and and whatever, just the Three Stooges sort of sounds, slapstick sounds, and so it just. I'm not saying this was cartoonish music, but it's the music inside the cartoons that we watched growing up is not easy music. There's a whole orchestra there, and they're it's hard to pull off and it goes, when you watch Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner, there's a little flute thing and it's panning out over, and then when he starts to run, you hear and so it's I guess what I'm trying to say is when there's music that's thoughtfully put behind movement, physical movement, to move something along in a story. That's just what I was thinking of as I was hearing it. There was this bouncing quality to it, and then there was this airy a cappella. It just seemed like you could come up with a whole story in your head. It left room for you to come up with your own story, sort of. And anyway, it moved like that to me. I don't know, the Disney movies, the old Disney movies, they did the same thing. When you see Mowgli walking around in the jungle, at first you hear this little clarinet playing, and or when the snake comes out, I can't remember his name right now, but Bagheera. No, is he Bagheera?
Bagheera was the panther, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Ka.
Come on with it. With the little flute sounding thing or whatever it is. Yeah. And that's just what this music sounded like to me. But and you have to stick with it for a while, the whole time. Otherwise, you can get lost in it. But I think it's easier for me because I'm used to those long periods of cinematic music, I guess. Mm-hmm. And that's what it sounds like to me, is that there's a cinematic quality to it. And I love that. Plus, they're making it cinematic by showing you the Muppet thing, and then even their live show, it just looks really cool. I really like the dude's guitar, the wooden-looking guitar, the brown. The sound was thick. The vocalist didn't get on my nerves at all. There's that. Even I guess I'm rambling, but I guess that it ran through the whole thing. Even when they were doing the jazz section, there was sort of a little jazz section, and but it still had that little tantalizing, come this
Sure.
way, mist coming out of the door, what's in there? Let's all walk in there, and then the journey, the
Right.
adventure begins.
Yeah. Exploring the kingdom of the Cockroach King.
I guess. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of fantastical imagery in the lyrics, but they're overall positive too. I dig this positive, these,
Okay.
just
It's a nice break.
well, not even so much. I don't want to say that. I mean, everything has its place. I'm just saying, there's a sense of wonder. There's a sense of a journey that you're taking, and a thing you're going to overcome and then learn, and then that's what storytelling is all the way. You take one thing, and then there's a conflict, and then there's another element that comes in, and then they conquer the thing, and then they're changed on the other side, and it just these kinds of lyrics, and especially the music, it just sort of takes you on a thing. Whereas brutal death metal, it's giving you imagery,
Yeah.
whereas this is giving you a path to walk on, instead of just hitting you with images of death and maggots chewing on flesh and hell is at hand.
Sure.
That puts you in a state of mind, whereas this puts you in a state of a sort of a journey, a state of wonder, maybe. Yeah, I guess you're right, man. This is one of my top. Yeah, Haken.
Haken like bacon.
They still play?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah.
That'd be a fun show to go see.
Yeah. That would be cool. That would be very cool to see. Yeah, man. The requests on the community post, and I know I keep referencing this community post, but if you haven't seen it, go to our page and look at the posts that we have. It's the next to the last one. And if there's a song or a band you want to request, check the comments first. And if that band's already been requested, give a thumbs up, because I'm going by the ones that have the most likes. I mean, I've got like 40 on a list right now. And it's all good stuff.
We're good, yeah. I mean, if it's stuff like this, just keep asking them, and you stop coming up with stuff.
Yeah. I'm done. They're doing my job for me.
Wow.
Yeah.
I thought it was great. I really liked this.
Good. I'm glad you liked it. Thanks for watching, everybody. We are Great Measures. My name is Richard. This is Judson. That was Cockroach King by Haken. I thought you were going to say something.
I was. Thanks for showing this to me, man.
You're very welcome. It was my
And
pleasure.
thanks, Haken, for making this music.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Haken
really.
making bacon.
Thanks for making bacon, Haken.
Have a wonderful day, everybody.
Great Measures.